Well, I listened to a presentation today, and it's extremely important. What I heard woven into the words that were spoken is that it's incumbent upon us not just to tell ourselves, but our children and those that come after us about the regional implication of the history of this part of Florida. It's sewn into the very pillar foundation of the state of Florida and our country. So the reconstruction of Fort Mose has been a finish line in this project over close to 20 years now. So many folks come through here and begin to are tempted and teased with the history that has happened here and is so important to the state of Florida and the country. It'll be wonderful when we finally actually recreate the fort that was the essence of the original history. The story of Fort Mose is not as well known and is certainly untold to many. It's very important that we preach the history of Fort Mose because it's part of we'll call it a hub and spoke history of this entire region of Florida. It's very important for people to know that before the United States, there was a history. Florida was a big part of that. Regionally speaking, this is sort of a ground zero for the history of where the state of Florida started. Well, we picked the Fort Mose area because it has such a profound and interesting history, which is why we chose it to be, again, a ground zero for the telling of this story, the black story of the history of Florida. However, it's also centrally located in the region of many other areas which will be discovered in the future, which will become a part of this ongoing story. So I think this site is chosen because it's the beginning of a much bigger story which will be told for generations to come in the future.